In The Sims 4, build mode has a style filter, and I'm gonna be honest, I almost never use it. Sometimes I just feel that the way items are tagged in the game is wrong. I may look at a piece of furniture and think it's totally mid-century modern, and then the game doesn't actually tag it as mid-century modern. To me, it's a big fat mess, but I thought it would be fun to try a little challenge today, and I'm going to attempt to build a house, but every room I have to spin for a different style filter, and I can only use items that are tagged in that style. Okay, I have just built the most generic looking house that I could possibly think of. Just because I want this to be as neutral as possible, I feel like the inside is gonna be a hot mess. Let me show you what I did for the floor plan. When you come into the house, I have just a little entryway. Off to the right here, this is going to be our main living room. Up through here is gonna be the kitchen, a formal dining area, the one and only bathroom, and then we have two little bedrooms, and then of course we have our little back patio. But I think without further ado, we should bring out the wheel. I'm kind of nervous. I feel like starting with the entryway is safe. Okay. Mission. I do feel good about this. Mission is one of the styles that's really prevalent in the base game, so I actually feel super confident that we're going to be able to pull this off nicely. Oh yeah, we're so set. There's so much to work with here. We even have floor tiles to choose from. This is so ideal. I think because it's the entryway, we might as well go with like the fancy parquet. And then for wall patterns, we also have so many options. My eye is immediately drawn to the sun faded paint. This peachy tan color is really pretty actually. I think we should absolutely get some of these little end tables. Maybe we could pop these in like either corner. Oh my gosh, we also have this little wall mirror. I think that this little corner could be a place where you would like come and check yourself before leaving the house. And then maybe on this little end table, we can get some kind of really pretty plant. I'm already seeing that we have multiple options. Let's get a nice lamp on this one. I forgot about this grandfather clock. I never used this like wall hanging art piece, but maybe we could incorporate it somehow. Maybe it could just go like by the front door. I don't know. Also on this table, we can get some of these little books. We do have a ceiling light, and I feel like I should attempt to use it. I mean, it matches. You can't say that it doesn't match. And then we even have rugs to choose from. Like, are you kidding? Maybe we could include another little plant because they're categorizing this fern as being mission. And I do kind of like the way that that looks. Maybe we can even grab another little potted flower. It's a little random, but I don't hate it. I might as well grab this little art piece and just pop this right here by the lamp. Do I dare use these like little weird curtains? Maybe it adds a little something. You know what? I'm actually so impressed with this. I know that this is only working so well because this is one of the base game styles, so they're gonna have a lot of content, but I am pretty impressed with how this turned out. I think with that, we're ready to move on to the next room. Okay, I shuffled, and now let's go. I think this is gonna be the living room, whatever it is. Modern. Okay. A slight departure from our mission style entryway, but that's okay. You know what? I think that modern actually works for this because part of my main concern with some of these style filters is feeling like there's actually not enough stuff tagged as that style to fill one of these rooms. And I know for a fact that we can do a living room using modern furniture. Starting with floors, I think that I might try and use this eco lifestyle hardwood. And then for wall patterns, oh my God, we have so many options. I might put down this blue plaster color just as kind of a baseline. So for fireplaces, we're a little limited. I'm actually so shocked that the fireplace from, what is it? Get Together isn't in here. That fireplace is like actually the epitome of modern. Let me show it to you. This one, like you're gonna tell me that this fireplace isn't modern? Ugh. Maybe I'll go for this tall one. It's a little skinnier than what I was hoping for. I was kind of hoping for something a little bit more big and grand, but let's try this one. We've got quite a few options for sofas. Ooh, I think I might go for the one from the refined living room kit. This to me does feel modern, but still like cozy, and it has a matching love seat, which we love to see. I'd love to get an accent table to place a TV on, maybe over here. See, this is what I mean. This sideboard is tagged as modern. It's literally called Old Carved Sideboard. Found in a dusty old attic, this old sideboard has kept secrets of several generations. Let's try this side table from Eco Lifestyle. Oh. Okay, so you're telling me that the only TVs in this game that are modern are the ones from Eco Lifestyle that literally say vintage antenna TV? Like, make it make sense. What is going on? You're telling me that the giant flat screen TVs are not tagged as modern? This is not the vibe that I was going for. That is horrific. I almost like don't even want to put it in this room. Let's just start scrolling through everything to see what the game is classifying as modern. This chair I think is way more mid-century modern than actually modern, but you know, let's try it. Let's try this fabricated end table right here, and then maybe we'll just go for the matching refined living room coffee table. It really is just like a slab of concrete, and I think that works. Okay, see, now this little hanging piece definitely gives modern. I think I like that. Or should we go for the big one? Oh, let's go for the big one. We could get this little plant stand and pop that in the corner. Hopefully the game has actually categorized some of the decorative plants as modern so that we can fill it. Like, you're telling me this is modern? What in the world? Oh, thank God there are plants. I'm going for kind of like a black and white. I would say that's definitely, you know, modern-ish. We're finally getting into curtains. Oh, okay, wait. The silver with the kind of blue vibe, that works. And we can do the matching curtains on these. You guys, I don't hate that. This is modern. This might be like the worst category. Okay, we're now into rugs, and honestly, I'm scared. Oh my gosh, they classify the refined living room rug as modern, so I'm absolutely going to use this one. Genuinely, like that helps save this room. It kind of feels like the entire refined living room kit was tagged as modern, but that is just not really the case in my opinion. Okay, this giant lamp kind of works for what we're going for. I may actually get rid of that art piece though, just because I don't like the way that it was being blocked. We could try this little thing right there. This paper light is weird, but I kind of think it works. Okay, I think that modern was the most bizarre category so far. I know we've only done 2, but I saw some stuff in there that should nowhere near be classified as modern, and even went so far as to be called vintage in the title. But this is what we came up with. I actually like the way the room turned out. I think that the color scheme is pretty cute. Let's move on to maybe the kitchen. I'm a little scared. If there's no kitchen set, then I may do the dining room. Queen Anne. Okay, another insane departure. Let's take a look. You know what? I may actually move over and I may do the bathroom now, because I did in fact notice that we do have options for the bathroom. I really am kind of trying to have this house look remotely normal, and so I think that if I have to use really gaudy stuff, I might as well keep it to the bathroom. I think our only option is to use the black and white checkered tile. Oh, and then we have a total of 6 options for wallpaper, and they're all horrendous. There is this plain white paneling from Life and Death that might be our best bet, honestly, because everything else is like really out there. I'm going for it, you guys. I mean, we have one toilet option and it's this one. So whether we like it or not, this is what we're working with. I am telling myself that at least there's this light blue swatch of these things, because it really is like so gaudy, but I think having it toned down is nice versus like the bright gold and black. Okay, we've got like a pretty little bouquet situation happening in the bathroom. Maybe a little odd, but you know, let's get this super expensive print. Oh, yikes. Okay, looking at mirrors, thank God the Life and Death mirror is tagged as Queen Anne, because that one is so pretty. Let's get this little dog statue thing as well while we're here. We can grab this little rug as kind of a bath mat situation. I think that actually looks pretty good, all things considered. Maybe we'll get this tall little potted plant for the corner right here. Maybe even do 2 of them right next to each other. Oh, and of course we have to use the super fancy towels. I don't think we're gonna get any soap or anything. Let's use this pretty little lamp right there. I'm really not sure how these curtains ended up being classified as Queen Anne, but I'm not mad about it and I am going to use them. Should we also get a bust of Princess Cordelia? I don't know, why not? This bathroom is already so bizarre. It's like, really, what more can we do? Okay. This might be it, you guys. We don't even have toilet paper because toilet paper is not Queen Anne, apparently. You know, surprisingly, I don't hate it. I think it's bizarre, and I definitely just started throwing in some random shit towards the end, but I think that it works. All right, to the wheel. Now the kitchen, maybe? Luxe? Is it gonna be Luxe? Okay, Luxe. I actually don't know what the game is gonna classify as Luxe. I looked at most of them, but I didn't look at all of them. Oh, okay. Well, good to know that I could have done the bathroom as Luxe because we actually have the Life and Death set, which is so beautiful and actually includes a shower. So that's fun. Maybe for this, I'll go for the dining room. Let's see what kind of flooring we have. Oh, we have one. We have one kind of flooring. Oh, and it's horrendous. Okay, well, let's check for walls. Good. Okay, so this is what we're working with. This is our Luxe dining room. Oh geez. It's fine. I think that we can make it work. I actually feel really strongly that we can make this work. A lot of the Life and Death items that come from like the more modern side are categorized as Luxe. So I actually think that we're in pretty good shape. What if we went for pink? Wait a second. I think we have to full send. Why not? So we can either use the chairs that come with Life and Death. Maybe we could mix and match the chairs actually, and the chairs on the end could be like these bright pink ones. I like that, and everything still has gold accents, so it all kind of matches. It's all kind of cohesive. Let's get one of these little tables. We do have these curtains. Those can go on the sliding door. I actually like the way that that looks. I mean, all things considered. We have a bar. I wonder if I could squeeze this in somehow. Okay, I've shoved the bar as far back as I can go with that. Oh, we've got this really pretty little plant. I actually love this plant and I do use it quite often. Let's pop this cute little lamp on this table and then maybe we get like a really pretty art piece above it. Yeah, that's nice. We do have a really pretty light fixture that we can actually put over the dining table. Ooh, maybe on this wall we could get like a fireplace. This is turning into absolute utter chaos and I really like don't even care because we're in so deep at this point that it's like we might as well just keep full sending, you know? We have one rug that is categorized as Luxe and it's this one right here. I wonder if I could size it. Oh no, I cannot size it up. I was hoping for something a little bigger to cover this insane floor tile, but it looks like we are out of luck on that. We do have this really pretty bookcase situation. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the little record player. Maybe that could go on top of the fireplace and maybe we get like another little lamp or something. This category is by far the most like limited. Maybe I could put one of these little benches and then maybe we'll get another little art piece right above it. Maybe I could try like raising up this little like makeup set thing that we've got here and make it look like it's just sitting on top of the little bench. We also do have pillows. That looks kind of cute. Okay, because we literally have one art piece, I'm actually kind of considering putting the frame TV above the bar. I don't know, you guys. Okay, this dining room is ridiculous. Like there's so much going on and yet nothing going on, but I managed to fit a radio, a bookshelf, a dining table, a bar, and a TV. So this room is actually like pretty useful. It's just so much to look at. All right, back to the wheel. Let's shuffle. Is this gonna be the kitchen? Suburban contemporary. Wait, you guys, this might actually be the kitchen. And we have no counters. Okay. You know what? That's fine. I was just thinking about how we really needed a suburban contemporary toddler room. So So this is the room that I was gonna decorate for a kid, a toddler, a nursery, and I think we need to lean into that for this category. Oh, we have no wallpapers. We do have some floors though, including a carpet. So maybe we go for a carpet in here. For the walls, I know that Suburban Contemporary doesn't have anything tagged as that, but I'm not gonna just leave the drywall, so I'm going to just grab like a basic white color. Surprisingly enough, there's actually a good amount of things tagged as Suburban Contemporary for kids, so I actually feel really good about that. I think I may decorate the room as a little nursery. I really wish that I didn't have to use these like white walls. That's so sad. Oh my god, I think I just realized that the changing table with the trash can attached to it is actually not categorized as Suburban Contemporary, so no trash can in this room, which is fine. They will just throw their dirty diapers elsewhere, I guess. I don't think I ever noticed how absolutely adorable this little shelf is with the swatch that has the animals on it. And I know I was kind of bummed about the plain white walls, but we actually do have these decals. Maybe I'll use one of these. Okay, I have to say the little like cherry blossom tree with all the birds in it is adorable. We do actually have curtains as well, which is huge. This little rug is categorized as Suburban Contemporary, and I love that the little pink flowers matches this. Maybe on this wall we can get the little hot air balloons. Ooh, and we have this little cubby thing. Let's go back to show all because I think I've used everything basically that really works for like a kid's space. And I'd really love some things in here like, you know, maybe a plant, maybe a light. We can use this little butterfly print right there. Oh, this is a little diaper storage situation. Maybe that could go right there next to the changing table. Oh, and we do have a little light, thank God. I'm just gonna raise this little lamp up and have it sit on the cubby. Oh, and then maybe we'll do this little light up in here. We can get the cute little Kinder-made clock right there. Okay, and then of course we have to get the giant llama. You know, I'm actually really impressed with how this little room came out. I think this is an adorable nursery. We have to land on something with a kitchen set. Like, we have to land on something with a kitchen set. What do we do if we don't? Wait, mid-century. If the dream home decorator stuff is tagged as mid-century, then we are set for the kitchen right now. If it's not, we're screwed. Oh my gosh, it is tagged. Okay, thank God. Up until this point, we've not been able to continue the floors in any room, but because the living room is connected to the kitchen and this same eco lifestyle hardwood is available again, I'm using it. I never use this tile. These are the tiles from Parenthood. This to me does actually lean super mid-century. I just never actually use it, but I may want to try it. I'm gonna start with this swatch just because between the pink, the green, and the blue, I feel like it kind of works with what we have happening in the rest of the house. For counters, we actually have options, you guys. I'm so beyond stoked about this. Maybe I'll go for these with the wooden front little drawers. I also like the clean white countertop a lot. Do we have a fridge? We do have a fridge. Praise. Maybe I'll just grab this simple little white Smeg looking fridge. Do we have a sink? We do have sinks. Oh, this is killing my vibe because these are all like bathroom sinks, which I don't particularly love. I won't lie to you. Maybe what I could do is delete this counter and then use this spa day sink and just kind of slide it in. The color actually works perfectly. I hate the way it looks, but it works. See, again, I would not really classify these as mid-century, but let's just go for the Jungle Adventure one. We don't have any range hoods, but that's fine. Okay, I've tossed in some upper cabinets just on this side. We don't really have a range hood, so I may put like a little shelf or something there. That is, if we have like a basic little shelf. Ooh. Okay, this little thing is tagged as mid-century, and I think that's really cute. Maybe what we could do is grab a couple little counters. You know, I may get flack for this. I actually don't mind when the little end pieces are rounded or shaped like this. I think it's so interesting. And for something like this, it actually works so well. Okay, I was going to attempt to put a little coffee station here, but we actually don't have any coffee makers that are tagged as mid-century, so that's sad. Luckily, we have this fruit bowl that's tagged as mid-century, so thank goodness for that. We've got a couple little rug options. I may just use this little like woven looking mat in front of the sink. This little vertical mini garden is really cute. I may pop that right there next to the window. These little curtains from Parenthood are pretty cute. We have this forbidden cereal bowl that I can put somewhere for no apparent reason. I may pop in this little wall speaker because there's really not much happening in this poor little kitchen, and that way your Sims can at least listen to music if they're in here. Maybe I'll put this weird funky ceiling light in here, and then maybe we'll get like the little matching thing and put it right here on the wall as like a little sconce. And that might just about be it for this weird little kitchen. I think the fact that we were able to do a kitchen at all is really impressive. I would have liked some more clutter in it because it's looking a little basic, but honestly, I'm not mad. I think it turned out okay. This means we have one final room left before we move on to the outside. So whatever we get, we get. Let's just hope that there is a bed. Storybook. Okay, wait, I feel good about this. I think that there's a lot of things tagged as Storybook. And there is a single bed. Okay, we're saved. Let's check on flooring first and foremost. Okay, our elegant parquet is back. Honestly, I think I'm gonna use it because that's now 2 rooms that have the same flooring. Wallpaper is less ideal than I thought. I suppose we could go with the bird wallpaper. We might have to because I don't want to use like this. This is the one and only bed that we have that's categorized as Storybook. Oh, I hate this bed so much. Let's go for this white and light blue situation though, because I feel like we have that elsewhere around the house, so we can make it work. We have these little side tables. These are pretty cute, to be honest. Maybe one of them can have a little vase of flowers. That's pretty sweet. Ooh, and we actually have this little standing mirror. That's very cute, actually. I'm not mad about that. For curtains, I do feel like we're in a bit of a bind just because it looks like it's really only the base game ones that I have such a strong aversion to. They're truly so horrible. Whatever, let's just go for these horrendous bright blue ones. It's really not matching the vibe that I was trying to curate in here, but what are you gonna do, you know? We've got this round rug from Life and Death that I am severely addicted to. That swatch is pretty. It actually works with the bed pretty well. I may get a desk in here. This is cute. You know, maybe these are candelabra people, so they've got a candelabra by their bed. Oh my gosh. The typewriter is categorized as Storybook. Oh, let me place that down right quick. Oh, and then these cute little bunny books as well. We could pop those on the desk too. You know, there is not as much going on as I thought there would be. We can put this little bunny on the ground. I really just thought that there would be more in this category, and I'm really surprised that there's not. We can get this little dresser. We can shove this little plant thing back there. You can't really see it. I wish we had a different plant, maybe something that was hanging or a little taller, but it's totally fine. Maybe we can put this little pitcher. Oh no, let's just get this little tea set. That is so cute. Dang, you guys, that's kind of it for this space. Is it crazy to put this weird little like menu pub board on the wall? I just feel like we have nothing on the walls. Maybe we can get this little gnome too. This room is just slowly falling apart. Okay, this is our Storybook primary bedroom. I think I hate it, but it's done. What's done is done. Let's move to the back patio. All right, let's go for it. Final spin. Farmhouse. Okay, that might actually really work for the exterior. Oh yeah, the rocking chair from Horse Ranch, the outdoor little benches. We're in good shape. Well, let's start by grabbing 2 of these super cute little rocking chairs and popping them right on this back patio. And then maybe I'll grab this little like bistro table situation that I never use. Oh, this super cute little watering can shelf. Maybe we could put that right there. Oh my gosh, we even have a picnic table. Okay, we've got the sweetest little planters here. Oh my gosh, this little utensil basket from Horse Ranch. Let's pop that right here on the table. We do have an outdoor trash can, and thank God, because I realized that we don't have one on the interior. We'll put that right there. We even have a grill. Oh, and we have a mailbox. Okay, I am gonna do some landscaping, and obviously I'm not gonna filter for that just because that seems like an actual nightmare. I actually didn't hate this challenge as much as I thought I would. I thought it was gonna be a big fat disaster, but it came together pretty well in the end. Obviously, none of the rooms match one another. Like, that's just not a reality for this house. But I still think that it looks really good. I do feel like the style filters come in handy when you're working on something really specific and you're looking for like a light, you know? And you want to make sure that the light fits the style of build that you have going on. I totally get that. But just in general, I feel like they're just not ultra accurate. I mean, we saw with like the modern category, it was definitely not modern. And it was in fact so not modern that it was actually things that really do belong in like an entirely other category, like the vintage category, for example. Overall, looking at the top-down view of this house, it is so bizarre. But let me know what you think. If you're not already, then please do feel free to subscribe to my channel. I have a bunch of fun videos coming up to wrap up 2025, which is so crazy. And of course, I'm already planning for all the fun things that I want to do in 2026. So feel free to subscribe to follow along, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.